The Prophet ﷺ told us, he gave all the diseases of the world in his final address. He said that the blood of Jahiliyyah is over. There's no more revenge in my religion. And he said the first blood he put down was Rabi'a ibn al-Harith bin Abdul Muttalib, his own family. So if anybody was going to take vengeance, it would have been his family. He said no. And then he said, so this Jahili hatred, it has to end. And in our tradition, we have the ability, and Dr. Al-Afifi, who's one of your muftis here, will confirm this. The Prophet ﷺ said that it was permitted for a Muslim to give security to anybody. He can give security to people, but these people don't know the sunnah of the Prophet. If we give security, then they're supposed to honor that and let those people go. They don't do that anymore because they don't know the sunnah. This woman who went on television, on YouTube, to speak to these people that are holding her son hostage, she had a better understanding of Islam as a non-Muslim than these people in Iraq have. She said, I studied your religion, and your religion says that one soul is not held to account for what other souls do. لَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. And she said, my son's not responsible for what American foreign policy does. And then she said, and then I read that your Prophet Muhammad, he had amnesty and he forgave people, so I'm asking for my son back. She said, I just want to hug him. Now, that's one woman, and I know that Muslims have untold suffering. I know that. If you look at what's happened to the Iraqi Muslims at the hands of these people, it's worse than all of the Christians, but they only talk about the Christians. I'm aware of that. I'm very aware of that. And it should all stop. But for me, the most important thing in this religion is the preservation of the honor of our Prophet ﷺ. When we harm each other, that's what we do amongst ourselves. But when we harm peoples from other religions and other cultures, it harms our religion. It harms our religion. And that's why it's so odious to me. All of it is bad. What the Jews in Israel have done to the Palestinians is heinous and condemnable. It's heinous and condemnable. But what Muslims who claim to be Muslims are doing to people in these places is, to me, more heinous. Because when an Israeli attacks a Muslim, it doesn't affect the religion of Islam. But when these people attack innocent people, it makes our Prophet, people think that his religion was a cruel religion. And I want to end with a quote by Amir Abdul Qadir al-Jazairi, one of the great Muslims of the 19th century who died in 1883. He said, when we think how few men of real religion there are, how small the numbers of defenders and champions of the truth, when one sees ignorant persons imagining that the principles of Islam are hardness, severity, extravagance, and barbarity, it is time to repeat these words. Sabrun jameel, wallahu musta'an. Beautiful patience, and our help is with God. Jazakumullah khairan, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.